Tomorrow, advocates against an approved black bear hunt in Florida will ask a judge to stop the hunt from moving forward.
The Fish and Wildlife Commission will argue its constitutional authority to permit the hunt, which is set to begin December 6th. WESH 2's David Jones breaks down the upcoming court battle.
In its motion to dismiss the bear advocates' request, FWC argues the group is asking for the court to encroach on the agency's constitutional authority to manage wildlife. It also argues the hunt is to manage Florida's black bear population to allow it to thrive, while balancing the bear population with a human population.
They do have the power to make their own rules, but they do not have the power to make rules that are not rational.
Raquel Levy is one of the attorneys challenging the hunt.
And conservation does not begin and end with a bullet. And as far as their numbers go, there has not been any science from their side showing not even that there's a bear overpopulation, but that the population of bears could even sustain a hunt.
FWC decided to allow the hunt based off 2015 study estimates. Back then, the agency estimated the black bear population to be over 4,000. Levy says the hunt should wait until FWC gets new numbers in, which the agency says won't be for a few more years.
There's no way that the FWC would have a single rational reason for moving forward with the bear hunt. The study should be concluded in 2027, and we're urging the court to wait.
172 permits were issued through a lottery for 4 black bear groups across the state. Wildlife advocates believe they've secured between 40 and 50 of the permits to protect the bears. The original plan was to sell 187 permits, but it had to be revised down after a study on a subpopulation showed a 2/3 decline over the last decade. A WESH 2 review of available state numbers shows an estimated 50% increase in black bear population between 2002 and 2015, but an estimated less than 1% increase since 2015, along with a 30% drop in complaints of bears being a threat or nuisance.
We have an overpopulation of greed, an overpopulation of corruption, of developers, but there is no bear overpopulation.
David Jones reporting bear advocates amassed more than 80,000 signatures in support of their cause. FWC's own survey results showed 75% of more than 13,000 respondents were opposed to the hunt. Tomorrow's court hearing starts at 2 p.m.